Hello everyone and welcome to the class of geography where we are going to continue the chapter weather and climate. So, you all know what is the difference between weather and climate, what is the exact difference, as these two words weather and climates are similar for the based upon basically on a small scale and large scale. I think it is clear, and you have seen the videos also and you have studied all about these factors, and various factors are responsible or various elements we can say are there for weather and climate, and we have seen all these things also in the previous lectures, as these are the factors which are the key elements of weather and climate. Okay. So, we have already started the air temperature, means the hotness or coolness depend upon the heat, and various factors or various forms of heat we have already seen, as we have started this one topic also. Okay. So, you have seen various forms of heat, and basically we are getting or we are talking about in this chapter about the insolation, which is the basic form of energy which we are getting from a sun, means the head of the solar family, means sun is the only source for giving us the solar energy or insolation through which life is possible on our earth, and it is in a balanced amount. That is why it is possible for us to survive here. Otherwise, if we are getting more energy, means a maximum energy insolation if we get, it is not possible to survive here, or we can, if we get the minimum or cold areas will be here. So, it will also not be possible to survive here. So, balanced energy we are getting from a sun, that is why it is possible to survive here. So, what are the reason, what are the factors which are responsible for the solar insolation, what we are getting, and it is the balanced amount, that is why it is possible to survive here. What are the factors? The first one is rotation of the earth on its axis, as earth is rotating on its axis. Okay. So, depend for that it is important, otherwise for one portion of the earth will get the maximum insolation and the rest of the earth will be not getting the solar energy. Because of the rotation, each part is getting the solar energy or insolation. The angle of incidence of the sun rays means the amount we are getting, whether it is, and the angle is very much important, whether it is a 0 angle or 90-degree angle, the insolation is coming to us, and the duration of the day, whether it is a short span of time or a long span, upon that one only it is depending on whether what is the amount we are getting solar energy. And the transparency of the atmosphere, whether the atmosphere is transparent or not, depend upon that also, its solar energy is depending upon that one. Okay. So, these are the factors: rotation, angle of incidence, or duration of the day, or transparency of the atmosphere, through which we can say okay, these are the factors that are influencing the insolation what we are getting from our sun. Fine. Okay, energy, the sun rays which we are getting from the sun. So, the global distribution of temperature under this one topic which we are going to cover in this one lecture is this is a earth. Okay, means we are just observing that earth is like this and sun is here, and when we are talking about that sun is whether insolation is coming to us in a proper, in a balanced manner. So, energy or a light is coming directly to you, or heat is coming directly to you, and then you will get the maximum heat when it is coming from the far away place. So, you will not get the same amount as it is coming from the direct way and not too far. When it is the sun is here and it is coming to me, then I will get the maximum heat. When the sun will be far away from my place, the light is far away from this place, then I will not get the same amount, same heat. The same way we can imagine, these are the imaginary lines. Okay. As you all know, equator means 0 degree. These are the and the sun insolation, when we are talking about, it varies latitudes to latitudes. Means when we are talking about the equator means 0 degree, and when we are going far away from the equator means this way to the poles, whether north pole or south pole. Okay. And the sun is here, this is the sun and source of energy, and our earth is spinning here on its axis. So, the direct sunlight is coming to this one, these are the direct rays are coming to this one, means around the equator. And when we are talking about the poles, these poles means north pole or south pole, the sun rays are going like this, means slanting, means the maximum will be from here to this place and minimum will be to these places. Okay. So, we are just going to study about these imaginary lines. These are the imaginary lines, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Okay. So, insolation is the direct rays of the sun produce more heat than the slanting rays, means direct heat is coming means maximum heat will be here, slanting means minimum heat. Fine. So, we can divide the whole earth through the imaginary lines into 3 basic zones. Okay. Global distribution of insolation on the earth's surface varies from latitude to latitude, as you have seen just now, from the equator, from away to equator it is going down. So, we can divide the whole earth into 3 zones. The first one is torrid zone, okay, this one torrid zone. Then second one is temperate zone and the third one is frigid zone. So, we can divide the whole earth into temperature zones, means okay, 3 temperature zones. The first one is torrid, then temperate, then frigid, temperate and frigid, fine, 3. So, you can see here through this one, torrid means between the tropics, torrid means the spelling will be like this, torrid, T-O-R-R-I-D, it is written here, torrid zone, means between the tropics, okay. Then it will be quite easy for you to remember. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree, 23.5 degree, okay. North means Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees south. In between these 2 tropics, it is called torrid zone, getting torrid zones, and the maximum rays are coming directly to this belt only, we can say. That is why it is called torrid zone, means first one, maximum heat or insolation getting this one zone, Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, clear. The second one is temperate zone, means above this one Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, from here it means 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree north, and the same will be here 66.5 degree south, means in the north away from the equator it will be Arctic Circle, and you can see here, and in the south away from the equator it is Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south. So, from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle it will be temperate zone. The second one, temperate zones we are studying here. So, the second one means temperate zone can be divided into 2 parts, north and south. North means Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, and south means Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, from this. Okay. Then it will be south temperate zone, north temperate zone. Getting? The third one will be, obviously we are talking about far away from the equator in this way, okay, north zone and south zone, both the zone. So now the third one will be from here, means Arctic circle to North Pole and Antarctic circle from south to South Pole, means these are called frigid zone. North frigid zone and south frigid zone. Depend upon the Arctic circle, when we are talking, means it will be there in the north to the North Pole. Then when we are talking about Antarctic circle, means south of equator, south hemisphere, South Pole. Getting? So the first one, the second one, and this is the third one, frigid zone. 1, 2, 3. Torrid zone, then temperate zone can be divided into two parts, north and south. And the same way, frigid zone can be divided into two parts, north frigid zone and south frigid zone. Exact location you have seen here through this one. Okay. So now let us start with the torrid zone. As it is varying from latitude to latitude, as the rays are coming, where the variation of the insolation is from latitude to latitude. Torrid zone means the maximum heat is coming. Temperate zone means slanting, much lesser. Then frigid zone, maximum time of year it is frigid, means snow covered area. Clear? Now torrid zone, between the Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north and the Tropic of Capricorn. Are you getting? From these 2 points. You have seen here just now, Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. It covers 39.78% of the Earth's surface, means this zone, torrid zone, is covering 39.78% of the total Earth's surface. And the sun rays are nearly vertical, hence the temperature remains uniformly high throughout the year. Means when we are talking about torrid zone, means temperature will be high throughout the year, as this one area is getting the maximum sun rays. Whether this is our Earth, is rotating on its axis, but the rays will be this side or this side, it will be on the torrid zone. Getting? It is rotating, but it will be remain the same in this zone, torrid zone, rotating like this. Okay. Now, the first zone, torrid zone. Now coming, and you can see here which are the countries which are coming in this zone. So easily we can say these are the hot areas of the world, means maximum insolations are getting. This one Tropic of, this one equator, Cancer and Capricorn, means this belt. These countries are getting the maximum heat. Torrid zone, tropical areas, tropical zone, torrid zone. Okay. Tropical zone, or we can say torrid zone. Fine. And you can see the extension, 39.78% it is covering. Okay. Now coming to the next one, we are talking of, now we are going to talk about the temperate zone. So you can see north temperate and south temperate zone, okay, in both the hemisphere. The temperate zone lies between 23.5 degrees to 66.5 degrees. So above the torrid zone or tropical zone, okay, in north and south hemisphere. Okay, so that is why it can be divided into two parts, north temperate zone and south temperate zone, depend upon the in which hemisphere we are talking about. The mid latitude experience moderate temperate climate, as it is not getting the direct insolation from the sun. So the climate is of this one area, means this one zone is moderate, neither too hot nor too cold. As we have seen in the torrid zone, that maximum heat are coming, that means throughout the year it is the hottest place of the earth. But here the rays are coming slanting, that means the moderate climate is here and means neither too hot nor too cold. Most developed nations are there in this one region. You can see here in this map also, north temperate and south temperate zone. Maximum developed countries means European countries and USA. These are the countries which are developed countries are there in the temperate, soothing climate, not too cold, not too hot. That is why the people of these areas are energetic to do the work, very active, and result is there in the economic development also and human development also. So, these are the developed countries. These are the developed countries which are coming under this zone, means not temperate zone. Fine. Now, coming to the next one, frigid zone. Third one, above that one, latitudinal extension. Okay. Northern frigid zone extends from Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north to North Pole. Frigid zone means throughout the year it is snow clad areas, and southern frigid zone is from Antarctic Circle, northern means Arctic Circle and southern means Antarctic Circle towards the South Pole. During winters there is no sunshine and there is 24 hours of night for months continuously. Continuously 24 hours of night are there in this frigid zone. 8 countries have land in the frigid zone. Now, let us see what are the name of the countries: United States, Canada, Russia, Iceland, Sweden, Finland, Norway and Greenland, which is a part of Denmark. Means these countries are there in this one zone, means frigid zone. Okay. Winters are too cold, 24 hours of night for continuously so many months. So, you can see here frigid zone from Arctic Circle to North Pole and from Antarctic Circle to frigid zone, so South Pole. Okay. So, these in this one southern hemisphere we can't say only Antarctica is there and these countries are there in this, which we have seen the name. Okay. So, we have seen the 3 temperate zone and we can say heat zones also of our earth: torrid, temperate and frigid zone. So, you can see the comparative study also according to the location. Torrid zone lies between the 2 tropics, as you have seen, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Exact latitudinal extension is there, you can see. Okay. So, you can easily compare. Then what is the location of temperate zone? Between Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and in southern hemisphere from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle. Okay. And frigid zone, 3 zones are there. Okay. From in the northern hemisphere Arctic Circle to North Pole and Antarctic Circle to South Pole in the southern hemisphere. So, this is the exact location of these 3 zones, means heat zones of earth. Now, how the sun rays are coming? Means torrid zone means gets vertical sun rays, always receiving high insolation. Temperate means amount of insolation decrease as with the increase of the latitude. Okay. And frigid zone means getting slanting sun rays throughout the year, hence the amount of insolation is very low, as it is the slanting rays are going to these zones. Fine. What is the weather condition of these 3 zones? The hottest region means maximum insolation is coming in torrid zone. Temperate zone, neither too hot nor too cold, moderate climate is here. Very cold region as frigid zones is not getting the insolation maximum time of the year. So, it is throughout the year it is the coldest place of the earth. Means you can compare these 3 zones according to the sun rays, weather conditions or location. I think now it is quite clear to you all. So, what are the heat zones or temperature zones of our earth? Okay. So, I am just concluding here with the thought which is telling to us the earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. We are going to continue this chapter with another topic in the next class. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you.